What if I told you there's a full-size luxury SUV with almost 700 plus horsepower, 1,700-kilometer range, massage seats, and it charges 200 kilometers in 5 minutes, and it's still cheaper than a base Range Rover? Yeah, this is where things start getting unfair. This is the Wey V9X, and honestly, this thing feels like China looked at every luxury SUV on the planet and said, we'll take all of that and then add more. And as someone watching this from the US, man, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm low-key jealous right now because this is not normal. So if you're into insane car tech, crazy value, and vehicles that make you question everything, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's break this down. Now, walking up to the Wey V9X, first impression, this thing is huge. Like Escalade-sized but trying to look smarter huge. Starting at the front, it's got this full-width LED light bar that stretches across the entire face. Clean, futuristic, and very high-end looking. The headlights are slim and integrated into that light strip, giving it this wide, confident stance. The grille? It's mostly closed off, because yeah, this is a hybrid, but the design still feels bold and structured, inspired by architectural patterns. It's giving luxury, but not screaming for attention. The bumper has these vertical lighting elements and subtle chrome touches. Not overdone, just enough to remind you this is a flagship. Now, the hood. Long, flat, and commanding. This thing doesn't look sporty, it looks important. Move to the side, and yeah, the size hits you again. Over 5.2 to 5.3 meters long. That's full-size SUV territory. Long wheelbase, massive doors, and clean body lines that stretch from front to back. You've got traditional door handles, no gimmicks, big multi-spoke wheels, and a two-tone paint option that adds that extra premium touch. Compared to something like a Range Rover Sport, this feels just as premium visually, but with a more futuristic identity. Now, the rear, simple, wide, and very expensive looking. Another full-width LED light bar, layered taillight design with over 100 lighting elements. Yeah, they went all in. No fake aggression, no fake exhaust drama, just clean luxury. But here's the thing. The outside is just the appetizer. The inside, that's where things get ridiculous. Now, let's talk power, because this is not your typical family SUV. Under the hood, the Wey V9X uses a 2.0-liter turbo engine plus dual electric motors in a plug-in hybrid setup, and the total system output up to 738 horsepower. Yeah, read that again. This giant SUV is pushing supercar-level power. 0 to 60 miles per hour, around 4.4 seconds. That's faster than a lot of sports cars. Now range, and this is where it gets crazy. Pure electric range up to 470 kilometers. Total combined range up to 1,700 kilometers. That's basically road trip mode unlocked forever. And charging? Thanks to its 800-volt system, it can add around 200 kilometers in just 5 minutes. Meanwhile, most EVs are still asking you to wait 30 minutes like it's 2019. Now safety, and yeah, this thing is loaded. You've got LiDAR on the roof, 27 plus sensors across the car, adaptive cruise control, lane assist, autonomous driving features powered by a 700 TOPS chip. This isn't just driver assistance, it's basically early stage autonomy. Now, interior. This is where I stopped comparing it to normal SUVs. You open the door and it feels like a luxury lounge. First thing you notice, screens. 12.3-inch digital cluster, dual 17.3-inch front displays, massive 21.4-inch rear entertainment screen. This isn't a dashboard, this is a control center. Then materials. Nappa leather, detailed stitching, soft touch everything. It feels properly premium. Not good for the price, just straight up premium. Now, the seats. Bro. Second row gets a zero-gravity king seat with 22-point massage. 22 points. At that point, you're not driving, you're getting therapy. And the layout? 6 seats, 2 plus 2 plus 2 configuration. Captain chairs in the middle row, tons of space, reclining seats. This is executive level comfort. You've also got 31-speaker premium sound system, ambient lighting everywhere, wireless charging front and rear, AI-powered cabin system. This thing literally feels alive. Compared to something like a BMW X7, this feels more futuristic, and honestly, more loaded. Now, practicality, because yeah, this is still a family SUV. You've got 6 seats with wheel space, huge cargo area, flat floor for easier loading, tons of storage compartments. This is built for road trips, family life, and long drives. And with that 1,700-kilometer range, you're basically driving across states without even thinking about fuel. Now, the moment that changes everything, the price. Because at this point, you're thinking, okay, this has to be like 90K, maybe 100K. Nope. The Wey V9X starts around $53,000 to $59,000 depending on the version. Yeah, that's less than a lot of mid-tier SUVs in the US. You could literally be looking at something like a used Toyota Highlander or jump into this level of tech, power, and luxury. So now the real question is, would you take this futuristic hybrid monster or stick with something like a Range Rover or BMW X7? Be honest, because this one is kinda hard to ignore. All right, that's the Wey V9X. And yeah, I'm impressed. Actually, I'm more than impressed. I'm confused why we don't have this level of value everywhere yet. What do you think? Future king of family SUVs or just another overhyped tech machine? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe to NextGear Reviews, and stay tuned. Because next time, we're checking out something even crazier than this. And trust me, it shouldn't even exist.